Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a small stray cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was no ordinary cat. He had a heart of gold and a spirit as free as the wind. But life on the streets was tough, and Whiskers faced many challenges every day just to survive. Whiskers had been abandoned as a kitten and had never known the warmth of a loving home. Instead, he relied on his wits and instincts to find food and shelter in the harsh urban landscape. He roamed the alleys and back streets, always on the lookout for scraps of food or a safe place to rest his weary paws. Despite the hardships he faced, Whiskers remained optimistic and determined to make the best of his situation. He made friends with other stray cats and formed a small but tight-knit community where they looked out for each other and shared whatever little they had. One day, while exploring a new part of the city, Whiskers stumbled upon a group of children playing in a rundown playground. At first, he was hesitant to approach them, but something about their laughter and joy drew him in. Before he knew it, he was darting around them, chasing after imaginary mice and batting at their shoelaces. The children were delighted to have a furry friend to play with, and they showered Whiskers with affection and treats. For the first time in his life, Whiskers felt like he belonged somewhere. He had found a family among these kind-hearted children. But Whiskers' newfound happiness was short-lived. One day, while he was out exploring, he stumbled upon a group of stray dogs who had been causing trouble in the neighborhood. They spotted Whiskers and began to chase after him, barking and snarling as they closed in on him. Terrified, Whiskers ran as fast as his legs could carry him, dodging through alleyways and darting around corners in a desperate bid to escape. But the dogs were relentless, and Whiskers knew that he couldn't outrun them forever. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, Whiskers spotted a narrow gap between two buildings, just big enough for him to squeeze through. With the dogs hot on his tail, he darted through the gap and emerged on the other side, panting and trembling with fear. But to his surprise, he found himself in a hidden courtyard, surrounded by tall walls covered in ivy. It was a peaceful oasis in the midst of the bustling city, a place where Whiskers could finally catch his breath and gather his thoughts. As he looked around, Whiskers noticed a small door set into one of the walls. Curious, he approached it and nudged it open with his nose, revealing a cozy little room inside. It was a perfect shelter, warm, dry, and safe from prying eyes. With a grateful sigh, Whiskers curled up on the soft cushion in the corner of the room and drifted off to sleep, feeling safe and secure for the first time in as long as he could remember. When he woke up, Whiskers found himself surrounded by a group of friendly faces. The children from the playground. They had followed him to his secret hideaway and had brought food and blankets to make him feel at home. Touched by their kindness, Whiskers knew that he had finally found his place in the world. With the love and support of his new friends, he vowed to never give up hope, no matter what challenges life threw his way. And so, with a brave heart and a determined spirit, Whiskers set out to explore the world once again, knowing that as long as he had his friends by his side, there was nothing he couldn't overcome.